Hey, you zombies! Get off my line! Ah! No! No! Ha! Oh, hi! It's me, PCPatientZero, here to talk to you again about Shakespeare's play, Macbeth. Okay, loyal viewers, it's time to talk about Macbeth Act 1, Scene 5. This is the first time we actually really get to meet Lady Macbeth, and we're going to talk about her and women of this time a little bit when we're done looking at the scene. The scene starts with her reading the letter that Macbeth sent. They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report that they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air into which they vanished. So right now he's talking about the witches and how they told him all kinds of really good stuff, but then when he wanted to ask them more questions, they disappeared. Whilst I stood wrapped in wonder of it came the missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred to me the coming on of time with Hail King that shalt be. So he's again recounting what the witches said, that he's going to be king someday. Cool stuff. This I had thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner in greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart and farewell. This kind of gives you a little bit of a hint of the relationship that Macbeth and Lady Macbeth have with each other. It would be a fairly normal relationship for the time. Women were definitely more of the helpmate and the life partner and even the battle partner when it came down to it, not just the weak one who stays home and bears the children. Then Lady Macbeth starts thinking to herself about what she's just read. She talks to either herself or a servant or the audience. It kind of depends on how the actor wants to play it. A lot of times she does say these lines to her servant, although sometimes she kind of just speaks them to maybe the spirits that are in the area, because later on she's going to talk to the spirits big time. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet I fear thy nature, it is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, are not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. She's talking about her husband and how he wants to be great and he has a lot of potential, but he might not have the stones required to really become king. Because like I explained in the last video, the way you usually became king in Scotland was to kill the previous king. And I mean, you could be voted out by the other thanes, but if you were cool, they usually didn't vote you out, and they probably wouldn't vote out Macbeth. But his wife is worried because Macbeth is kind of a nice guy when he's not slicing through hordes of their enemies. So is he really going to be tough enough to take the kingship? Then she talks a little bit more about how she wishes he would toughen up. And she says, Hie thee hither, that I might pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valour of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have crowned thee withal. So she's like, come home soon, so I can talk to you, because I'm a little bit better at this stuff than you are. And she's sure that he's supposed to be king. She seems to be on board with this whole witch thing. I mean, the two things have already happened. He's Thane of Cawdor and Thane of Glamis, so king is next. Why not? Then in comes a messenger. The messenger says, the king comes here tonight. Then Lady Macbeth says, thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him, who, were it so, would have informed for preparation? Why the heck didn't he tell me the king was coming here to my house? Damn it, Macbeth. And then she starts once again to do that plotting thing that she's so good at, because she's kind of the brains and a little bit the muscle of the operation, and Macbeth is like the rest of the muscle. He brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Duncan's coming here. This could be useful for me. And now she calls on the spirits, which sometimes when we've done it, Rebel Alliance Theater has done it, the witches will be on stage but invisible, and this will be who she's talking to, or she could be talking to any number of other spirits or deities that could be listening. But this might be why she kind of believes the witches, because she obviously believes in this kind of thing. Come you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctious vestiges of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. So she's basically saying, come on spirits, make me strong, make thick my blood, because back in this time they kind of believed that the blood and the humors and all of that kind of thing had a lot of control over what your body was doing. So she was kind of asking that her humors, her bodily fluids be made more badass. Yeah. People were weird. But cool. Come to my woman's breast and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers. Wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Pretty self-explanatory, still wishing to be made as badass as needs be to get this kingdom for her husband and queendom for herself. And also that they not be caught would be a good thing. Although, it kind of brings up the question, maybe she's just worried that Macbeth is too much of a coward to actually challenge Duncan openly, because he could. He could totally challenge Duncan in the open, kill him, and become king, according to the rules of the time. But maybe, like I said, Lady M is worried that her husband's just too nice, not gonna do that. And then, in comes Macbeth. And his wife is happy to see him, great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in an instant. She's getting right down to business. She's like, so let's talk about this thing. And then she's like, so when is the king coming here? And Macbeth is like, right now, he's kind of right behind me, like coming towards the gate as we speak. And when's he gonna leave? He's gonna leave tomorrow. Okay. Then Lady Macbeth quick pulls him aside. She's gonna give him a quick little counsel. Oh, never shall the sun that morrow see. Your face, my thing, is as a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall be to all your nights and days to come, give solely sovereign sway and masterdom. Don't give anything away. Don't be like, oh Duncan, hey, we're definitely not gonna murder you tonight. Don't do that. Look like the flower, but be the serpent under it. It's a cool line. She says, to alter favor as ever is to fear, leave all the rest to me. Trust me, hubby, I got this.